Hey everybody, this is Gurk. I'm back after being absent for a long time, and I brought up Fallout 3 here, my guidebook, to show you the main reason why I've been kind of gone from YouTube for a while. I got really into this series. As you can see, with my Fallout 3 Game of the Year thick book, and then I've moved on to Fallout 4, which I've completed the main storyline once, and I've been just kind of taking it in smaller pieces, playing here and there. Now, what I also wanted to get into was what this is a update video as well as a pickups video. So next I'll be going into the pickups that I've most recently acquired. You see, I've also been moving, which also took a good amount of time. I spent about 3 months on moving from one house to another, and I've got a lot of stuff. My wife has a lot of stuff. My kids have a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah, I want to show you my other little collectible guy here that I got from Target. This is really the only Funko Pop I have. I may get one or two more, but I don't really want to fill my house up with these things. But I like that power armor a lot, so I picked that up. Now, into the pickups. One of the great things about moving to a new area is that you tend to come across some games that you might not have seen in your previous area. I've been finding this especially true. I've moved out to a much more populated area also, so this helps. But I found a game store called Disc Replay, which has become my new favorite store because they have all the way back to Atari game systems and cartridges and whatnot. But I've been working on improving my Dreamcast collection. Picked up this TNN Hardcore Heat, which is a really fun arcade racer. I've put a little bit of time into this, and I like it quite a bit. Picked up Wild Metal here from, you'll notice the R, Rockstar, an early Rockstar game. Not as crazy about that so far. I am willing to put some time into some of these games, and I'd like to get your guys' opinions on which ones you'd like me to maybe put together, like a let's play or a get back in the frame here. Either a let's play or a little review with maybe some footage in the background, like I've done before. This is one that I've been, excited over the new Star Wars movie, and been just kind of into a big Star Wars mood in general. And from the lack of there being a Boba Fett game, I figured I'd go to the next best thing, which would be a Jango Fett game. So I tracked this down. Moving on, I have a strange fondness for sort of what you'd call, I guess, second tier first person military shooters. I've always gotten kind of a kick out of them. I find a lot of times they have like a couple of unique ideas that even maybe the AAA developers or first tier should maybe think about adopting. So I think there's value to them. So I picked this one up, which I've been wanting for quite a while. They had it at this new store. And I've always been a big fan of transforming robots and just mech games in general, and I hadn't really heard of this one, so I came across it looking through their shelves, and gunmetal, go from mech and jet and back. So, fans of the old Robotech series or Macross, I think would get a kick out of this one, because you're basically like piloting a Veritech. Fortunately, it doesn't have the middle mode, the Gurk mode, or Guardian mode. That's kind of a cross between a robot and a mech, but it's still pretty fun. I'll have to put some more time into it. It seems like a pretty challenging game. Next, I moved on to rebuilding and also expanding my 360 collection, and I got the classic orange box back, as I never really completely finished the Half-Life 2 series. I played most of the first game on PC, and never really played episode 1 or 2, so I was thinking, I may as well play those and get some experience points. Or, I mean, gamer score. Also, my son was interested in checking out the original version of Team Fortress 2, or you could say it's kind of like Team Fortress 2 Classic in a sense, because there actually are a good number of people still playing it online, which was surprising to me for such an old game. I could maybe put some videos together of that. Now here, before I get into the next one here, I've got show you the my little garage sale find here. This really nice new, very new-ish Xbox 360 controller with the enhanced, like, improved D-pad, which that's what I needed for my own 360. I found out that this is actually I guess a Walmart exclusive paint job, and it was in really great shape. Looked pretty clean. Looked like it had barely been used. I had to clean it up a little bit because I'm fussy and it wasn't quite clean enough to my standards, but I've cleaned it up a little more and I've been very happy with it, and especially for the price, I couldn't pass it up. $5. I'm always a bargain hunter too, and I really enjoy watching LGR's pickups, so maybe I'll put like a link to his channel as well. And I got here Two Human, which is kind of an interesting game in terms of, I believe eventually this will be rare, and other YouTubers have talked about it as well, that it was actually recalled, supposed to be destroyed by GameStop and other retailers. All copies of it were supposed to be returned or destroyed, or returned and destroyed, or whatever, but over a legal issue that you can look up. But I've always been interested in checking this one out. It's like a cyberpunk crossed with like Norse mythology, from what I've heard. This was one of my most favorite games on the original Xbox, which really kind of got me into the Xbox ecosystem, Chronicles of Riddick, and I've been starting to play through this again, enjoying the enhanced visuals, and it's got some additional missions on there, which after I go through the main story of Escape from Butcher Bay, I think I'll go into that. Being an old fart like I am, I also like the old arcade games, so sometimes this is kind of a cool collection that I picked up, the Midway Arcade Origins. It's got a lot of games on there. What do we have here? Oh, over 30 games, so, may do some videos with that. This one I just picked up yesterday, and I just saw the cover, looked at the back of it, and I just thought, okay, Ninja Gaiden and zombies. I was like, that sounds like a great combination. Started playing a little bit of it. I'm not a huge Ninja Gaiden fan or player, so to me it seems just fine, but I guess a lot of the hardcore are not real thrilled with it. Its combo system and whatnot, but it seemed like a pretty fun time to me. Now the most recent game that a couple of more recent games that I got here is, well, actually a recent but rare replay. 30 games in one collection. Got a lot of good stuff in there. And lastly, this was a Goodwill store, I believe, pickup, which I also could not pass up because I didn't have it yet, and although I just finished Ghosts and I have to move on to Advanced Warfare, I like to play the Call of Duties in order, even though I know there's no real continuity between them generally. But Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for only $15. Yeah, you heard that right, $15. I couldn't believe it. It would be like $42 or like $50 from GameStop or some of the other local stores for a used copy, and I got a used copy in really great shape for just 15 bucks from the Goodwill. So always remember to check out your Goodwills. Alright guys, well, I hope you have enjoyed this little pickup video. Let me go ahead and lay some of these out here again for you. I want you to take a gander at these. I will probably list them in my description also, just to make it a little quicker. For you to go ahead and give me some suggestions on what you would like to see next out of my channel. Would you like me to record some Dreamcast footage, play some Dreamcast games, you know, or some other games that you don't see on here? I also have a pretty sizable Steam library, so I especially like a lot of little indie games and such. I tend to have a lot of those because I pick up on the Humble Bundles. The most recent Humble Bundle I just picked up for $15, and I've got Overwatch, or not Overwatch, Battleborn, and a few other games. Although I'm not sure about the performance that my computer would run that at, but some of the other games it'll run pretty well. So if you like this video, if you'd like to see more of this type of video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And lastly, this is KorangaR saying live long and game on.